All right, we good to go, we good to go. All right, shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders of the millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings to all you sincere Akim out there pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. All right, shalom to the scattered Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. No matter what you may look like, this is not a black only thing. All right, because our people have been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and they're going to come looking like the other nations, speaking the language of the other nations. Hey, and if your spirit is knit with this gospel and with this truth, you're continuously calling upon the names of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai in all truth and sincerity. Hey, then you're more than likely of the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Lord willing, you're part of the elect. All right. And shalom to the elect, 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom. I'm the brother Dama Agibar, out here with another lesson. Lord willing, to edify and to feed the lambs and sheep of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and to speak the gospel of the kingdom of heaven to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the biblical Israelites. Okay. And hey, it's another beautiful day to come out here and to prophesy and to speak this word. Come out here and chant down Babylon the Great, and to do the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. And as the title of this video says, hey, all hell is breaking loose, and the prophets have been speaking it. And you know, hey, starting with the elders and the apostles, a lot of the things that we have been speaking and prophesying are right here at the door. You know, and now there's no denying that there has been prophets among you, and the prophecy that the true men of the Lord are speaking are going to continue to come to pass, man. You know, and the Lord's going to make it. It's going to get to the point to where it's going to be undeniable, man. It's going to be unmistakably, you know, true, everything that we've been saying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And there's nothing that's going to stop it. There's nothing that's going to be able to stop the momentum of prophecy, man. Because ultimately it's all coinciding with the end of this age, with the end of this rulership, man. And the Lord is getting ready to set up a righteous kingdom on this planet Earth, man. And it's going to be headed by Yahweh Shai, King David, and the 144,000 and the rest of the Israelites. All right, and that's something that we've been out here proclaiming boldly, and we can see all these things that are taking place. This whole situation with World War III, the coming implantation of the micro C-hip, which is the mark of the beast. We're going to continue to see wars and rumors of wars. Right now, we're literally in this third world's war. Was that something that the prophets have been telling you was going to come over and over and over again, man? You know, just how prophecy just takes time to come to pass, but it's coming to pass, man. And lately, we've been seeing a lot less scoffing and mocking, all right? Oh, y'all been saying that. Oh, when this is going to happen? Oh, man, you know, but yeah, it might happen, but not in my lifetime. But now you people are coming to the realization that the things that we have been speaking are going to happen in our lifetime, man. Hey, the mark of the beast could come very well this year, 2026. We're already in the midst of this third world's war. It hasn't gotten hot and heavy to the point to where it's unmistakably official. Hey, but all the pieces are being made. The signs are there. You know, things are happening, are all pointing towards the sign of these things coming to pass, man. And it's getting to the point to where it's becoming undeniable, man. And you people are going to eventually come to the realization that there have been prophets among you, man. And they've been those crazy Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans on the corners with the robes on that y'all, like to scoff and mock at, man. But one thing you're going to come to find out is that, hey, we've been true. And the things that we've been saying through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai are undeniable, man. Nothing's going to stop it. Nothing's going to be able to alter it, man. And really, at the end of the day, it's nothing you guys can do to fight against true prophecy and the true prophets of the Lord. Let me get this real quick. I just thought of a precept, man. See? The best thing that you guys can do is, hey, man, listen to the prophets, because we haven't been set up to lie or to deceive you, man. And right now, your government, Donald Trump, his administration, mainstream news media, they're the ones that's lying to you. They're the ones that's, giving you guys false hopes telling you guys that things are going to be okay, that things are not as bad as we are telling you are. But hey, you better put your faith and trust in what the true prophets of the Lord are telling you, because it's not in our spirit, nor have we been set up to lie to you people. We've been set up to tell you the whole truth of the matter, man. And ultimately, for you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Lord sending his prophets out here is really a mercy that the Lord is showing you. The Lord is I'm gonna get that too. But let me get this. You know what? Let me get this first. And then I'm gonna come back to that Jeremiah 15. Yep. Wait a minute, see something. All right, thank you, bro. You too. Yep. This is let me see. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna read this. This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 10. It says yep, this is Jeremiah 6 and 10. I read in the NLT. It says, To whom can I give warning? Who will listen when I speak? See? And ultimately, the Lord's not going to come out off his throne and come down here and speak to you personally. And this is what a lot of a lot of our people and a lot of these people of the world really wants to see happen, so that they can ultimately believe it. Because the people don't want to believe that the Lord speaks through his prophets and through his servants. It's been that way since the beginning. The Lord always sent his prophets and his mouthpiece out to the people to speak his words, man. And it ain't no difference now in these last days. You see, now the Lord is using us, using the prophets, the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and the elders and the up and coming elders and the true prophets of the Lord, to come out here and to speak the words of the Most High to our people, to give you warning, to tell you what's going to happen before it happens, man. Warning you about the micro C-hip, the mark of the beast, telling you about this Third World War, telling you that all hell's getting ready to break loose, man. Telling you that whole situation with the Strait of Hormuz is about to bring famine, disruptions, chaos, famine, perplexity, and all these bad signs, man. We've been set up by the Lord to come out here and to give you warning, man. And like I said, it's a sign of mercy for you jakes. To what? To repent and get yourself right with the Lord before these things totally overtake, this whole earth, man. It says, To whom can I give warning? Who will listen when I speak? Their ears are closed and they cannot hear. They scorn the word of Yahweh. They don't want to listen at all. That's talking about the majority of our people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And it crosses over to these other nations. But ultimately, first and foremost, is dealing with you Israelites, man. You are the ones that scorn the word of the Most High. Because ultimately, it cramps your style. Ultimately, it makes you uncomfortable. Ultimately, it comes with a message that you don't really want to hear. Because why? Because because this word condemns this current world. It condemns, it condemns black culture. It condemns the way of this world that ultimately makes a lot of you Israelites comfortable. Because ultimately you're comfortable in wickedness and in darkness. But this message is coming to bring the true light, to give you the true warning, to give you the true message of what's getting ready to happen. And a lot of our people scorn and they hate it. Because ultimately, like I said, it makes them uncomfortable, and it requires change. It requires fear. It requires obedience, man. But it's all good though, because ultimately this word and this message is who it's for. It's mainly for the elect. Now it says here, who will listen when the Lord speaks? His elect, his predestinated ones, his chosen. And then also too, some of these nations, they hear what we're out here saying. A lot of these heathens, a lot of these podcasters, a lot of these people, they're listening to the message of the men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Now they might take it and they'll take our information and try to put it and use it to their advantage or put it in their own words. But hey, these people know what the Hebrew Israelites are out here on the highways and the byways, what we're truly about. All right? Because they hear the message. They know what we're out here saying. And at the end of the day, they can't deny it, because everything that we're saying is literally taking place and it's happening, man. But like I said, the majority of our people, 2/3, we know they've been blinded. We know that they're going to scorn, they're going to mock, they're going to come up against it, because hey, ultimately that's just a lot that they were given by the Most High. So that's why we don't lose sleep over 2/3. We don't lose sleep over scoffers and mockers. Yeah, sometimes Jake piss you off with their bullshit, their comments that they leave. But ultimately, we know in the grand scheme of things that hey, they just can't receive it because it was not given them of the Lord to receive it. And they're just going to be, wasted here in Babylon the Great. But they can't say that a prophet had not been among them, and they can't warn, man. See? And that's how powerful the power how powerful the word and the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is, man. It says their ears are closed and they cannot hear. Now, of course, they have ears, they hear, they have eyes, they see, but their spiritual understanding has been closed, man. You see? Hey, and that's all the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord literally has his angels out here saying that, okay, this brother he'll hear and he'll understand, he'll listen. This sister, she'll hear, she'll listen. He'll listen. That guy right there, he's not going to listen. His ears are closed. He's not going to believe it. He's going to scoff. He's going to mock. He's going to call you crazy. He's going to leave a comment talking SAT to ultimately condemn himself to be destroyed, man. And that's literally happening each and every day that this word goes out, man. See, this is why we're only on the search and fishing for the elect at the end of the day. See, this is why we know that that all the unfaithful are going to die in their unfaithfulness and in their unbelief. It is what it is. Okay. It says they scorn the it says it says their ears are closed, they cannot hear. They scorn the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They don't want to listen at all. You see, so now I am filled with the Lord's fury. Yes, I am tired of holding it in. I will pour out my fury on children playing in the streets and on gathering of young men, on husbands and wives, and on those who are old and gray. You see, and that's ultimately the judgment the Lord is going to bring forth on 2/3 of our people and this whole planet, man. This whole earth, pretty much, but mainly here in Babylon the Great, where the bulk of the Israelites are at. And there's a great judgment coming here to Babylon the Great, man, and to a lot of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see, and we've been giving you this warning. We've been blowing the trumpet. We've been telling you these days are at hand. And now, hey, these days are coming. And they're not going to slow down. They're not going to deviate. You're not going to be able to press the pause button on it, hit a rewind. It ain't going to happen, man. Hey, as the Lord speak it, it's going to eventually come to pass, man. Like it tells you, was that Ezekiel 12, that you're no longer going to use that proverb, man. Oh, yeah, but y'all been saying that. And, man, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I feel you, brother. But, maybe like another 10, 15 years, what y'all saying is going to happen. You know what I mean? America's too powerful. You know what I mean? Our military. Hey, man. Hey, the Lord is showing you that the American military is pretty much just all, it just looks good on paper, man. It was just a very expensive, highly sophisticated, you know what I mean? Basically a goddamn illusion. It looks powerful. It is on paper, expensive, and they got a $1 trillion budget for the military. But look at what those Iranians are doing with a cheap, you know what I mean? With cheap drones and a military whose budget is nowhere near on the capacity of America. It's beating the shit out of the Americans' highly sophisticated, expensive, powerful military, man. And it's showing you that, hey, America is America is just puffed up, man. Its military is not as badass as everybody thought it was, man. And when it's put to the test, that shit is folding, man. All right, Iran is taking out all of this technology, all of its satellites, all of its ability to, all of its military bases, and it's showing it to be pretty much bullshit, man. It just looks good. It's just there to intimidate. It's there to look the part, but when it's put to the test, it's getting his chin checked, man. All right, hey, and that big bully is getting rocked, and that's always the case with a bully. Because what are bullies known for? Bullies always pick on the people that they know that they can intimidate, that they know that they're bigger than, they know that they can possibly intimidate and possibly beat up, man. But you always get that one individual who stands up to the bully, and it's always somebody that you least expect. It's always that one person he thought that he was going to be able to just dominate and get over, and he just fire on his ass and check that chin, and that next thing you know, the bully goes down. And that's what's happening to America, man. You see? Hey, and it's all prophetic, man. The pride of Esau is deceiving him, man. And now, bro, when you look at it all around the world, hey, America has lost its respect, its integrity. Nobody trusts this place. Nobody wants to do business with America, all right? Because everybody knows that you can't trust this fucking place. You can't trust the government, the president, its administration, its military, because they'll turn around and backstab you any opportunity that they get. So now all these nations are looking towards Russia and China, man. Everybody is like turning their back on America, and this place this place is being isolated. America and the tiny tops, they're eventually going to be all on their own, man. And guess what? They're going to both get literally melted with nuclear fire, man. All right, but anyways, so let me go back to this Jeremiah 15 real quick. Going back to what I was saying, Hey, you guys can't, there's nothing that you people can say against the prophets, man. Because everything that we've been saying is coming to pass, man. And you fighting against us and scoffing and saying, oh, this don't mean that ain't true, oh, whatever. Hey, it's all in vain, man. All right, so the best thing that you can do is take heed and listen, because hey, we've been set up by the Lord to give you the true message and give you true prophecy and let you know what's going to happen before it happens, man. Yep, and this is oh, look at this. This is Jeremiah 15 and 19. Let me see something. Look at this. This is Jeremiah 15 and 16. It says, thy words were found, and I did eat them. Right, that's what the scriptures tell you, you know. Eat this whole world, man. And that's what the true prophets, started with the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, have done. We've eaten this whole world, and now we're able to give you the whole 100% truth. We're able to go into prophecy, you know, go into the Hebrew, go into the Greek, and give you the true message and the true word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? It says, thy words were found, and I did eat them, and thy word was unto me the joy and rejoicing of my heart. See, that's what this word is supposed to give our people, is hope, man. It's supposed to give our people, you know what I mean? It's supposed to invigorate you. It's supposed to make you alive, man. It's supposed to keep you on that straight and narrow and fully understand that, look, this is not the end all be all for the Israelites, man. We got great things to look forward to, you know? But first and foremost, we understand that this age and this time has to go out prophetically in doom and famine and death and war and all hell breaking loose. But the thing that's going to come after it is something glorious for the Israelites, man. Hey, we got something great to look forward to. Now, these nations and the heathens, we got to let them know, look, hey, this is the last hoorah for you guys, man. All right? Hey, and at the end of the day, you can't say that the Lord wasn't fair. Hey, time and chance happened to everybody. All these nations had their little time. Had the little time of shit. Esau had what? The Greeks, the Romans, and the revitalized Roman Empire. This nigga Esau had 3 goddamn kingdoms, pretty much, man. So you can't say that the Lord ain't fair. You can't say that. Look at those Iranians and those Persians and those Saudis. They over there living it up in this time, man. Look, all these heathens are pretty much the head, and we've been the tail, man. We've only had 40 years of peace and righteousness during the whole existence of the Israelites, man. Hey, we're well overdue for us to have our times, and it's going to be for eternity, man. So we got beautiful times to look forward to. But in the meantime, we got to do this work now, man. We got to suffer now, but our suffering isn't forever. You see? See, but it's not until you go into the sanctuary of the Most High, man, that you understand these things. It's through prophecy and through this word of what gives us comfort and hope. If you claiming that you got comfort or hope here in America and in Babylon the Great, then you don't know what time it is, man. You don't know what spirit that you should be in, and you really don't fully understand, you know, the truth, man. Hey, because everything that you take enjoyment here is about to turn into, hey, the mirth is about to turn into mourning here in Babylon the Great, man. All of our people that put their trust in America, put your trust in Egypt, got your trust in this world, hey, that's all about to be to your detriment, man. And if you don't have faith in the kingdom and the world to come and in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, then basically, hey, all of your hopes and dreams are going to go up in smoke. And you're going to eventually end up taking the mark of the beast. Because why? You're putting your faith and your trust in man. You're putting your faith and your trust in that America's going to bounce back and this world is going to continue. Well, hey, if you trust in this world, then you trust in death, man. All right? It says, and thy word was unto me the joy and rejoicing of my heart, for I am called by thy name, O Yahweh, the power of hosts. You see? We're called by the name of Yahweh, man. We're the bride of the Most High. We've been selected to be his righteous and chosen people out of all the people on the earth. You got to take, I don't want to use the word pride, but you got to take honor in that, man. And you got to move and operate in the way of who we have been created to be, man. We're not just niggas and spicks and border hoppers and niggas and black people, man. We're a royal, we're the royal chosen people of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. And you got to carry yourself in such way. Now, of course, we got to do that more, spiritually in your mind. You know what I mean? You got to understand that you're a high and royal people, but you got to keep that all in perspective. You can't just be rolling out here like you high and mighty and like, you sitting on the throne, but you got to have a royal righteous mentality, man. You know what I mean? Certain things here got to be beneath you, man. All right? Certain things here you got to look down upon and frown upon, especially if it's in accordance to righteousness. And that's what I mean. You got to carry yourself in such a way, man. Certain things of you being an Israelite just have to be beneath you, man. All right, I'm just keeping it real, you know. And when you carry yourself in that way, hey, you're walking in your royalty, man. But it has to be in perspective. We ain't out here trying to be like the IUIC. Oh, kings in the building. Oh, nigga, bow down, kiss my ring. You know what I mean? All that bullshit. But spiritually, in our mind frame, we do have that type of mind frame, and we carry ourselves as such, you know. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It keeps you unspotted. It keeps you holy, man. It keeps you acceptable in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And it keeps you out of a lot of fucking trouble, man. All right? So, hey, the water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for that. Here's the point. Verse 17, Jeremiah 15 and 17. I sat not in the assembly of mockers, nor rejoice. Yeah, let's look at this word for mockers. And that's 2/3, man. Hey, we don't sit in the assembly of the 2/3, meaning that we don't, you know, yeah, we got to be amongst 2/3, but we're not moving in the same vibration, in the same spirit as a 2/3, man. You know, we ain't walking in the midst of these mockers and these shit talking ass niggas, man, or these unbelievers. You know, so the word for mockers is sahakwa. It says to laugh, play, mock. And what is 2/3 of our people doing? Bullshitting, man. All Jake want to do is bullshit and laugh and giggle all goddamn day. Now, of course, there's a time to laugh. There's a time to, you know what I mean, to, you know, you have folly moments. But Jake's whole life and every day is filled with folly and mockery, man. They don't take shit seriously, especially these times that we're living in now. The majority of our people are not taking these prophetic and these end times seriously, man. Hey, and guess what? It's going to be to their own destruction. It's going to be to their own detriment, man. All right? It's going to be to them ultimately being lost. And basically, they're going to make the wrong decision at the end of the day, man. And they're going to find themselves on the left-handed side of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It says to sport, to play. It says to laugh, usually in contempt or derision. You see Jake on the comment board, scoffing on them niggas got a dress. So look at the Hebrew Israelite niggas, get a job, get money. Remember that nigga Cali Muscle a long time ago? Brothers told him, you know, you a Hebrew Israelite. Man, I ain't gonna get out of here with that shit. Get money, nigga. Get some money. Now look at that nigga. Nigga heart can't even, his heart is exploding in his chest, man. You see, because he was playing. He was walking in his folly. He thought he was on top of the world, man. Hey, and at one point, he was on top of the world, so to speak, you know, in this little, you know, in this little social media, little platform life. You know, he was popping out at one point. You know, he had his little supplements. He was making money. You know what I mean? I saw him. He had all these flashy ass cars. Now the Lord is taking all that shit from that nigga. And that's going to happen to all of these Israelites and these 2/3 Jakes that's out here playing with the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's not taking this truth seriously. You see? It says to jest. You see? To laugh mockingly. You see? Hey, and we ain't sitting amongst guys that are doing that, man. You see? Hey, we're not sitting in the assembly of mockers or these 2/3 niggas that's playing games with the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Hey, this truth is deadly serious to us, man. And we take it as such. We ain't playing with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He's not to be played with. He ain't no play toy, man. You see, this is why we're so serious about this truth and this word, man. And teaching it the right way. We're not here for the gimmicks. We're not here to sell out. We're not here to teach you, oh, yeah, you know, yeah, we don't want to be associated with either of these one Westers. Shut up, nigga. I'm talking about Hakab bald head ass, man. Them niggas. They're sitting in the congregation of mockers, man. They playing games, man. They sold out, man. So they ain't taking the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai seriously. And the Lord's going to get them niggas, man. And everybody else that's in that same spirit of folly and playing with this word. It says, I sat alone because of thy hand, for thou hast filled me with indignation. Hey, that's how we feel at the maturity of the day. It's something we see every day that vexes our spirit, man. That's why, you know, we can be, you know, I can be amongst people in the world, but I usually prefer not to, man. You know, I'd rather just be amongst myself or like-minded brothers and individuals, man. Hey, being around Jake for too long is irksome because what? All they want to do is play and bullshit, talk about sports and entertainment. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, we talk about sports and bullshit, but for the most part, that's not the majority of what we're thinking about and what our minds are meditating on, man. Hey, we're constantly meditating on Yahweh Shai coming back, getting the new bodies, and making sure that we're keeping our nose clean, we're walking uprightly, you know, justly, to the best of our abilities, and that we're doing this work, man. Trying to make our calling and election sure. You know? It says, why is my pain perpetual and my wound incurable, which refuseth to be healed? Wilt thou be altogether unto me as a liar and as waters that fail? It's, you know, I'm not saying that it is this, but sometimes you feel like, damn, man, I'm ready. You know, you feel like, damn, sometimes you feel like the Lord's taking too long. Like, damn, Lord, speed it up. You know what I mean? Get these niggas, make Esau bring the chip already. But we, you know, that's just your fleshly mind and us just hastening to want to get the hell out of here, man. But we know ultimately, hey, the Lord's going to do everything on his timing, and it's going to be perfect timing when he does it. But sometimes you just feel like, you know, you just get tired of this place. You get tired of these people. You get tired of this world, man. You get tired of the everyday rap. We want the kingdom, man. We want the new bodies. We want righteousness. We want to be in rulership, man. We want to clean this earth up to be a righteous kingdom that the Lord has ordained it to be. You see? And there's nothing wrong with being in that spirit, you know, because, hey, we just want to get the hell out of here. Hey, we ain't comfortable here. We're not settled here. You know what I mean? You know, not like some other people that we know, you know? Let me jump down. Let me get to the point. Let me see something. This is verse 20, Jeremiah 15:20. And I will make thee unto this people a fenced brazen wall, and they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee. See, that's the point. You see? So stop fighting against the prophets and the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And it's truth, man. You can't fight against it, man. You're fighting a losing battle. All right, stop kicking against the pricks. You're just gonna kick yourself and hurt yourself and bleed out coming up against the prophets, the true prophets, and the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You can't beat it. You can't defeat it. All right, it's nothing you can do against it. You know, at the end of the day, it says, "And they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee. For I am with thee to save thee and to deliver thee, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai." Man. You see, we have to always keep that at the forefront of this ministry, man. Hey, these people can't do nothing against this truth, man. They can't do nothing against the Lord's prophets or the things that we're saying. And if we're part of the elect, it ain't shit that they can do against us. We're literally spiritual made men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, and at the end of all these things, the Lord's going to show who were his chosen, man. Even if we got to go back to the spirit world for this truth, get our head put in the guillotine, get killed before a firing squad. You know, or get drawn and quartered, or whatever the case might be. Hey, if we're part of the elect, we're going to win regardless, man. All right, not even death can separate the love that the Most High has for his elect, man. Hey, and when Yahweh Shai comes back, if we got to go back to the spirit world, hey, we're going to be raised up in the chariot with Yahweh Shai with the rest of the brothers that didn't have to face a death of martyrdom, man. And guess what? We're going to win regardless, man. We're going to come down off of those chariots, and we're going to get busy, man. All right, we're gonna get busy. So hey, there's no losing for the elect at the end of the day. Yep, it says, "And I will deliver thee out of the hand of the wicked." And who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, man. Shit, even amongst the wicked, amongst our own ass people, the Lord is going to deliver us from wicked ass 2/3 niggas, man. You see? So we're in good hands, like Allstate. We're in the greatest of hands. It says, "And I will redeem thee out of the hand of the terrible." And we know who the terrible is, man. This damn devil Esau. All right, so I want to go into prophecy, man. All these articles I got, hey, it's popping right now in the world, man. So let's get some of these things first. It says, look at this. Wait, I want that first. Yeah, let's go here. Look at this. It says what? Fears of a food shock rise as the midterm rises. And why? Because what? Hey, because right now the Strait of Hormuz is completely shut down, man. You see? So all those goods and services and things that usually flow through that Strait of Hormuz, hey, it ain't going through. Only certain vessels are able to get through. And that's only if you're in good standing with the Iranians, man. And if you're allies with them, hey, you can go through. But if you come in, you know, from the American side or allies of the West, hey, they ain't letting you pass, man. So what is that eventually going to bring? Things are going to become more expensive. It's going to bring more supply chains disruptions. It's going to bring famine. Oh, look at this one. Let me show you something. It says, "It's just not oil. The Iran war is threatening to reignite food inflation." See? So food is going to get more and more expensive, man. You see, and while Trump is over here lying and telling you they're doing great and we're winning the war and things are great, hey, it ain't looking great as far as inflation. It ain't looking great as far as the price of shit. Hey, gas over here in California is fucking $6, man. And it's only going to get more and more expensive, man. All right, and guess what? As this thing moves on, as more and more supplies and things that usually import into this place, it's going to get more expensive. Things are going to get more tighter and tighter, man. People, it's going to get bad out here, man. And guess what? We've been prophesying and telling you these things were coming for years now, and now they're here. Now they're at the door, and now pretty soon you Jakes ain't going to have nothing to say, man. You see? It says the price shock voters feel most directly at the worst possible time for President Trump and Republicans. Whatever. Look at this. It says the Strait of Hormuz, paralyzed by Iranian threats and potentially mines, carries a third of the world's fertilizer. What the hell you think fertilizer is for? To grow crops, to grow food, man. You see? And we know for the last couple of years, the breadbasket of America hasn't had very bountiful yields and bountiful crops, man. You see? It hasn't been good farming seasons for the last couple of years, man. And eventually, that's going to catch up with this place. And it's going to lead to what? Things getting more expensive. And eventually, it's going to lead to famine. Because if you can't afford it, if you can't get it, you can't have it, man. And what's that going to lead to? Desperation, invading one another, 2nd Ezra, the 15th, 16th chapter. You know what I mean? Cannibalism, desperation, you know, neighbors invading their neighbor's house for the lack of bread, and all type of these evil times that we've been prophesying and warning about. Slaki. You see? And then on top of that, now America's talking about bringing a draft, man. And I was listening to Kim Iverson, they saying that these new draft rules saying that from 18 to 26, they saying, hey, even if you're an illegal in America, even if you're on a visa from another country, you got to sign up for the draft, man. And guess what? They're going to bring this draft because ultimately, they're going to need more bodies for this, for the great meat grinder. Then you know what else the draft is going to bring too? It's going to bring more chaos, more sedition. It's going to bring uprisings and riots because a lot of people ain't going to want to fight. They ain't gonna want to go into the draft, man. It's gonna lead to what? A civil war, chaos, more calamity, which we know these elites want calamity. They want chaos, man. And this is why a lot of shit that you're seeing is just a bunch of wild ass shit, man. You know, it's things that don't make sense. It's things that's what? Bringing perplexity. People are confused. People don't know why this is happening. Why is that is happening? This is crazy. This will make no sense. Because they want you people bugged out. They want you people in a perplexed state of mind, man. They want you to lash out. They want you to get violent. Even Klaus Schwab said, prepare for a more angrier world. And these devils are not going to let these different situations and these different things go to waste because they're going to use it to bring order out of chaos. They want to keep the Strait of Hormuz closed. They want more economic turmoil because they're trying to bring in this digital currency, bring in this new world order, man. You see? Hey, we've been telling you and prophesying these things for the longest, and we see it as clear as day, man. This is why now they're talking about, I got the articles, now they're talking about California is on high alert because now they're going to send Iranian drones to come and attack California, to attack the banking system, which don't make no sense whatsoever. Because why the hell would Iran send drones all the way from Iran all the way over to the West Coast? It would make more sense for them to attack the East Coast, but we know ultimately these things are going to be what? False flags, man. Because these elites are going to be forcing the hand and doing these things to bring more confusion, to bring more disorder. You know? See? But anyways, it says carries a third of the world's fertilizer. For many American farmers, the spring planting season is just weeks away. Well, hey, those seasons ain't going to be good if this fertilizer ain't coming in. And we know it's not going to come in. Because why? Hey, these devils want to orchestrate famines. They want to bring tightness, straightness, confusion. You see? Because they think ultimately it's going to work in their benefit. But it's ultimately the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And this is why we keep telling you, Jake, you better repent and get right with the Most High. Hey, because even though we know as prophets, these famines, droughts, bad times are coming, hey, we understand and know that, hey, it's not that the prophets are going to get taken care of. The servants of the Lord are going to eat. So, hey, that's why we ain't stressing these famines and these bad things that are coming, because we're not wishing these things upon the elect and upon the true servants of the Lord. We understand these things are going to fall on the wicked of our people, the naysayers, the mockers, the scoffers, the 2/3, the unbelievers, man. Hey, the Lord said his servants are going to eat and drink and be merry, man. So that's the confidence in the spirit that we're in. Hey, bring the famine. Oh, well, hey, our faith and trust is in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Hey, we've been doing the work. We've been out here on the highways and the byways. We've been making our bodies a living sacrifice. Hey, we've been called crazy, scoffed, lied on, doing the work of the Lord. So, hey, we expect to be delivered and saved, man. We expect to be fed during famine, given water during the time of thirst. We're expecting divine intervention and miracles beyond mere mortal hope and faith, man. So that's why, hey, we have no issues ushering these things in. And we've been telling you, Jake, for the longest, these days are coming. Hey, and now we can see them getting ready to come here, man. You see, like I said, this whole Strait of Hormuz in this war is going to bring a lot of these prophecies to pass. So this is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms. And what's the greatest kingdom on this earth is America, man. And you can't tell me, starting with the elders and the apostles, great millstone. Now, I can't speak for the IUIC. I can't speak for these other Israelites because a lot of them don't go in on America. They don't go in on Babylon because a lot of them niggas got 501c3 charters, man. A lot of them got gag orders. A lot of them, it's not in their best interest because they got deals with this system and with this government. They can't really chant down Babylon the Great like we do here at Great Millstone, man. So we've been prophesying against this great kingdom, America, for the longest, man. We're constantly telling you that the fate of America is to be nuclearly annihilated, eviscerated from off the face of the earth, man. We're telling you that this land of unwalled villages is getting ready to be, this careless daughter, this careless kingdom is getting ready to be, like Tony Montana said, one great big P word waiting to get F-U-C-K, man. And what's going to be that rod-shaped thing that's going to F Babylon the Great are those nuclear missiles, man. So we've been telling you about this great country, this great kingdom, America, that famine, pestilence, dire times, perplexity is getting ready to come to this place. And what are the majority of our people doing? Scoffing, laughing, all y'all niggas is crazy. This is America, nigga. You know, as long as they can still go to the drive-through menu, you know what I mean, eat at the little 99-cent drive-through, they think they're in good case, not knowing that a lot of that shit ain't even real food. And now, like I'm reading this article with that closure of the Strait of Hormuz, a lot of this fertilizer ain't coming, and these spring crops ain't getting ready to be fed. And it's bad enough. Ever since Trump got into office, remember, a lot of these migrants that's been working these farms ain't been on the farms, man. A lot of them have been hiding. They've been taking other jobs. They ain't been out there picking these strawberries and grapes and things of that nature, man. Because of what? They've been afraid of ICE, of getting deported. So a lot of those crops was just sitting on those farms, just going to waste, man. It happened here in California. It was happening over there in the Midwest, over there in Texas. You see, but you just haven't been hearing about those things as of late because why? They're constantly throwing out new distractions. Now this war, now this Iranian situation is the talk of the town. Now you ain't even really hearing about the Epstein shit no more. That's kind of taken went on the back burner because of this war with Iran, man. You see how they're constantly just keeping you discombobulated, man? Once you hear about one thing, they just drop another thing, then another thing, then another thing. So, you know what I mean? They're constantly keeping your mind, you know what I mean, going here, 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 and here, to where you just, you know what I mean? To most, Jake, it just gets overwhelming. And people are just like, I don't even want to watch the news. It's just too much bad stuff going on. I don't even want to hear. Well, you better pay attention. Hey, you better tune into the prophets in the minute of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because it's our job as spiritual watchers and forecasters to tell you what's going on, man. And we ain't going to lie and deceive you, all right? It's Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries. Right. Not only are we prophesying against America, we're telling you that Russia, situation with Russia is going to get involved, those tiny tops, the Israeli state. You know, telling you about Saudi Arabia, the EU, NATO, the EU, the beast. We prophesy against all these places, telling you that their utter end of destruction is drawing nigh, man. You see? Hey, so we prophesy against it all, man. You see? It says both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. You see? We've been warning and telling you these things for years, man. And now they're right here at the door. You see? And they're only going to intensify. They're only going to get more and more prevalent, man. To the point to where it's just going to be all-out chaos and judgment all throughout the earth, man. And if you're not on the right side with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, good luck in those days, man. Good luck, man. So let me go back here. It says, the American Farm Bureau Federation warned in a letter to Trump this week that supply chain shocks are expected to drive already record high input prices even higher, man. And shout out to the brothers in Dallas and the brother in the UK, Akwai Kwam. I remember in the algorithms, they always said that famine is not always because you don't have food or water and things in the store. Sometimes that famine can be because it's just too fucking expensive, man. You just can't afford it. It's just too out of your price range. Like, for instance, right? I don't eat a lot of beef anymore. The price is astronomical in the store, man. Hey, you go to the store, try to get like a pack of steaks. I know here in California, I don't know what it's like in other places. I go to Sam's Club, right? And just a little pack of steaks, a little pack, maybe like 4 or 5 little steaks in there. It's like damn near $50, man. This just last Sunday, I went to this grocery store for 2 ribeye steaks. It was like $35, man. And them shits was thin as shit. And so it's not even worth it, man. So how much more as this Strait of Hormuz closure and these different supply disruptions get more and more intensified, man? See? Jake, better get your mind right, man. And it ain't going to get any better. Don't listen to Trump. Don't listen to Pete Hegseth and these different mainstream news media, because they're going to gaslight the shit out of you, man. They ain't going to tell you the true, they ain't going to tell you what's really going on. They're going to pacify you, man, because they don't want you to panic. They don't want you to think things are worse than what they really are. See? It says the U.S. also gets about 97% of its potassium from foreign sources, plus 18% of nitrogen and 13% of its phosphate. So a lot of that shit is coming from, is being imported. It's coming from outside sources. Because that's basically what America is, man. It's a huge consumer nation, man. And what do you think, how bad do you think this place is going to suffer when those consumer goods and those imports ain't no longer coming here as freely and as smoothly as they used to, man? But to get your mind right, Jake, hey, you better get right with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Let me get this real fast. Let me tell you what you better do. Yep. Yep. This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. It says, seek ye Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon, man. See, so you better seek the Lord, because hey, it's gonna get to the point pretty soon to where hey, this internet is gonna be shut down. Oh, now they're talking about Iran getting ready to do all these so-called what do you call that shit? Not terrorist attacks, but cyber attacks, man. You know, where they're about to start hitting these banks, and that's the threat that's happening here in California. They're about to start doing cyber attacks on banks. They might even do a cyber attack to shut down the internet, man. And what do you think is going to happen if they do a cyber attack to where the internet don't work? Hey, your flow of information is going to be shut off. You're not going to have access to these videos, to the live shows, to the prophets and the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. So that's why you got to seek the Lord now, because he ain't always going to be able to be found. And how do you find the Lord? Is by watching and listening and tuning in to the prophets, man. Jake think it's a game. See, Jake think they're going to have forever to just, oh, when I'm ready to seek the Lord, I'll go find the Lord. Hey, that ain't true, man. That's not true. That's bullshit, you know? And hey, if you in that spirit, you ain't going to find the Lord, man. Because guess what? Now is the time for you to find the Lord, man. As long as his prophets and these videos are up and the men are out there on the highways and the byways, the Lord can be found. Your questions can be answered, man. You can have access to this truth. But we know eventually, hey, Esau is going to make this truth he's going to make it illegal. He might eventually make it punishable by death, man. So you better seek the Lord now while he may be found. Get yourself right and repent, man. Lord is faithful. The Lord will have mercy upon you, man. But like I said, the majority of our people, they ain't trying to hear that. Because why? Because it's still life as usual. Jake is still able to go out and buy weed and smoke and do whatever he can do his worldly bullshit, so he ain't really checking for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It's going to be just like when they had the shutdown in 20, whenever that shit was, when the whole COVID happened. How brothers' videos, brothers' subscriptions went through the roof because everybody had nowhere to go. Everybody was tuning into the men of the Lord. Everybody wanted to figure out what was going on, man. But what happened? As soon as they took off the bars and they opened the world back up, hey, Jake turned their back on the Lord and went back into the world, man. Jake was able to do their podcast. They was able to travel. They was able to do this, do that. So they was like, hey, man, hey, whatever, the hell with that, man. Hey, I'm going back to what I know. It's going to be the same again. Hey, when the Lord shut this shit down this time, it ain't going to open back up, man. And guess what? You're going to be trying to find the Lord. You're going to be trying to find the prophets. We ain't going to be out here on the highways and the byways, man. Hey, we're going to move on to a whole nother glory, man. You see? And like I told you in Amos, they're going to try to seek the word of the Lord and they shall not find it. They're going to go from sea to sea trying to find the word, but you ain't going to find it, man. So you better get it now while you can. right? So back here, it says fertilizer is not an option to farmers. It's a critical input that determines the crop yield and ultimately the food supply for the American people. See? It's not just a farm issue, it's a food security issue and an economic issue for the entire country. When farmers face supply shortages or price increases, those impacts ripple through the entire food chain. See? So, hey, we've been telling you famine is getting ready to come. And hey, we're seeing how the Lord is making it happen with this whole Strait of Hormuz closure and this whole war situation. See? What else I got in here? Oh, I got a precept. Let me get this real fast. Yep. See, man. So, hey, it's not a joke, man. Hey, the words of Yahweh Shem Abishai are faithful and true. And if you don't want to believe it, you don't want to accept it because you don't like the way it makes you feel, or it's too much for you, then hey, don't matter. It's still going to happen regardless, man. Right? The Lord's words are faithful and true. And if the Lord speak it, it's going to happen, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 16. And it says, this is Ezekiel 3 and 16. And it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning. You see? That's what we do. We're giving you warning, man. We're blowing the trumpet. We're telling you things are getting ready to happen, man. And like I said, that's why you got to seek the Lord while he may be found, so that you can repent and the Lord can pardon you. He can forgive you of your sins, put you on the right path, man. You know, give you the right mind frame and the right spirit to be in these evil and perilous times, man. You can have insight of what's going to happen before it happens, so therefore you can be spiritually prepared, man. You see? It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall... Oh, shit, that's not what I wanted, but hey, that's the spirit. To say, you givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked ways to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand, you see? And we don't want that on our conscience. We don't want that on us, man. That's why we come out here and give you, Jake, the warning. This is why we don't come with the gimmicks. This is why we don't come with some fluff and puff, whole ass, warning, man. We're telling you the whole truth, man. If you don't seek Yahweh Shem Habashai, you're going to die, man. Point is that simple, man. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Point blank, period, man. The Lord has 4 kinds, man. You see, so you better get right with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is why we're giving you warning, man, because we don't want that blood on our hands, man. Verse 19, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. See, point blank, period. But this is what I wanted. This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 16, it says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is the people before it's the place. And where are the majority of the Israelites? And where is Jerusalem right now? The bulk of them is here in America, man. And the Lord's going to do what? He's going to break the whole stay of bread, man. He's going to bring famine. Scriptures tell you in the Apocrypha that the full storehouses are about to be empty, man. And right now, because, you know, it's still shit here, it's still somewhat affordable, Jake think they're in good case. But we're out here telling them how this Strait of Hormuz situation is going to bring higher prices and pretty much famine. Jake don't want to hear it because they can't see it because their current situation, that's not the current situation right now. Jake is still going to Walmart, going to Vons, Albertsons, whatever, Hy-Vee, whatever your supermarket is, and they can still go in there and purchase bread, man. It's still, the shelves are still somewhat full. Now, the shit is expensive, but it hasn't got to the point to where it's been hit with that hyperinflationary prices, man. To where Jake gonna go in there and be like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Remember what happened when they shut these food stamps off? What were all these people saying? I'm about to go steal. My kids ain't gonna go hungry. I wish you would try to stop me. We're gonna fill up our carts and we're gonna walk out of the grocery store. I wish you would stop me. Hey, but guess what? Hey, a lot of Jake was talking that shit, but this time when the Lord brings when he breaks the staff of bread, this time these niggas gonna be in that spirit, man. And a lot of them gonna get sent back to the spirit world, man. See, the Lord ain't playing, man. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, And they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. You see? It's gonna get so bad out here that hey, hey, now Jake is in that spirit. Even my son, I be telling him, I force him to eat that shit. He'll eat some bread, but he don't want to eat the edges. I'll be like, boy, you better eat that shit. The time is coming to where you're gonna wish you had those corners of that bread. Stop doing that. Eat that shit, man. That's one thing I hate. I don't like wasting food, man, because I appreciate it, man, and I understand the times that are coming. And when America is one of the most wasteful places on the planet, man. You know how many of these restaurants and these stores just throw out food, and then they get mad if you go over there and dumpster dive. But what are you doing? Get out of there. You can't have that. Well, what the fuck? Somebody might as well eat it. Hey, that whole wasteful spirit of America is getting ready to be done away with, man. You niggas gonna be eating. Hey, you ain't gonna be cutting the corners off those bread anymore. Hey, a lot of you, Jake, you got all that pride. I met women like that. Oh, I don't eat leftovers. All right, whatever, bitch. You know what I mean? Hey, pretty soon you're gonna eat them goddamn leftovers. You're gonna be dumpster diving, nigga, in a minute. Hey, you Jake gonna be out there like on the movies. It's gonna be such a drought out here. You're gonna be catching rainwater, man. Even though that shit is filled with heavy metals and shit, you're gonna be catching that rainwater and trying to boil that shit. Well, even right now over there in the Middle East, they're getting ready to get hit with a drought because they're destroying those distillation water plants, which is what, a way for them to have fresh water. Because remember, they're in the middle of a fucking desert, man. They ain't just got water just free flowing like that. They got to have those distillation plants, and a lot of water gets imported over there into the Middle East, man. You see? Hey, and all that tourism, I got an article here. Hey, over there in Dubai, ain't nobody over there on the beaches of Dubai vacationing and kicking their feet up and sitting on sandy beaches, man. And that shit is a damn desert. People are leaving. They ain't over there because what? Bombs are dropping, man. Hey, the time of mirth is getting ready to cease in this beach, But where was I? Okay, let me go back here. Oh shit, Slocky. What else? I had another one. Where is it? Oh, where was it? Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is another thing that's happened. It says, look at this. Airfares have doubled on some flights. The sticker shock for spring travel is upon us, right? And how stupid you gotta be, right? All this shit that's happening around the world, people are still worried about, oh, it's spring break time. It's time to go party. I'm trying to hop on a plane. I'm trying to go here. I'm trying to go there. You a damn idiot, man. That shows you that people don't really understand the times that they're in. That these people are just in that vibration of party and BSing, man. Here it is. Like I said, California is under threat of cyber attacks and terrorist attacks. But these people are worried about spring break, getting on the flight, getting on Spirit Airlines, going to Mexico, going to Cancun. Didn't you see what just happened over there, fool? And like I just told you, over there in Dubai, in the Middle East, that's a huge tourist attraction. Those beaches are empty. Ain't nobody over there partying, man. Because the people should understand that anytime, anything can happen, man. Like I said, they're talking about sleeper cells are all here throughout America, thanks to the Biden administration, which that shit was all set up on purpose anyway, because that was a scenario they were going to use in the future. And now they're talking about in April having the National Guard active response teams, man, because they know eventually terrorist attacks are going to happen, false flags are going to happen, because they need the chaos. They need you people on edge. They need to bring the chaos, the order out of the chaos, man. So you be a damn fool right now talking about, well, it's spring break. I'm ready to go. I'm going to get on the flight. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go party. I'm going to go do this. It shows you that you don't know what time you're in, man. But like I said, the majority of people are just in that I want to party and I want to do me type of vibration. But like I said, those people that was over there in Puerto Vallarta when that whole situation with those cartel members broke out, I bet you they wish their ass wasn't over there. And a lot of people got stuck over there and they couldn't come back home, man. So you Jake out here in the spirit of partying and ha and I want to do this and have a good time. All right, stay in that spirit, man. But when your ass get judged and caught up in the situation, hey, it's gonna be on you, man. Because you had no business being over there anyway. Like I said, you Jake better get yourself right and repent, man. You better get right with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because the Lord's gonna be ready to open up all over the world, man. But look at this. It says the U.S. war with Iran is testing the limits of how much airlines can raise fares without puncturing demand. You see? So even now, these fools are price gouging price of airline tickets, and they're doing that with the gas right now, man. A lot of these stores and these gas stations, they're raising the price on gas on purpose, man, just so that they can make more money. You see? So it's just America's just trash. This place is garbage, man. And this is why this place needs to be ultimately destroyed, man. This is why you just need to get your mind out of Babylon the Great, man. Yeah, you go to work, you get your daily bread, man, but hey, that's just about it, man. And a lot of you better be circumspect and you better be wise the way you're moving in these times, man. Because judgment can take place at any moment, man. And in your security, you can be judged and destroyed, man. It says, people booking trips around the U.S. are feeling the war's effect on jet fuel prices, which make up a large part of airfares, industry executives saying, you see? So now they're going to use the whole Strait of Hormuz and this whole price of oil to jack up the price of you getting on an airplane, man. So it just makes sense for you to just sit your ass at home. They're just going to price gouge you and charge you an astronomical price just to get on the plane, man. And then on top of that, at any moment, something can happen to where you might go somewhere and you could probably end up stuck in that place. They might cancel. They've been canceling a whole lot of flights, man. So here it is. You want to hop on a plane to go somewhere and you don't even know. You might be stuck in that place, man, longer than what you attended, man. See? So it's crazy here, man. You see? I just thought that was interesting. And now what's happening? All these different so-called cyber attacks. Now everybody needs to be on alert. Now you need to be moving circumspectly and wise, man. Hey, this is not the same old peaceful America. America is under attack from its enemies, man. And you got those Iranians look to go tit for tat, you know? Tit for tat with America. America just used a cyber attack to hit Iranian banks. Now the Iranians are looking to hit American banks, man. And guess what? Those Iranians have a very sophisticated cybersecurity capabilities, man. And like I said, don't be surprised if you're gonna start seeing infrastructure cyber attacks. Like I said, you might go wake up tomorrow and your bank is shut down. Your debit card won't swipe. Your EBT won't work, or they might just shut. You might have all these internet disruptions, man. You see, because we're living in. Hey, this is just the times that we're living in. Look at this. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Look at this. It says, California law enforcement responds to unsubstantiated reports of Iranian drone strikes, man. So now they're on high alert because they're saying the Iranians are going to bring drone strikes. Oh, you just had some individuals steal 4 drones from this American military depot, man, which don't make no sense. Here it is. You got the American military allowed 2 guys to go in there and to steal 4 drones. Come on, man. See, these are the false flags that we're talking about. And a lot of this stuff is going to be done by your own government, and they're going to just blame Iran, ultimately to get you people to hate Iran when it's really your own government. So these elites and these governments are playing you people for fools, man. All right? Playing you for damn fools, man. It says law enforcement agencies across the Bay Area and California said they were coordinating with federal authorities after reports surfaced of a potential Iranian drone threat targeting the state. You see? But what is that bringing? Fear, perplexity. You know what I mean? Because hey, these elites need that, man. Oh, you had synagogues being attacked. You had all these mass shootings taking place. And remember, these sleeper cells. Let's look at that word, sleeper cell. Allegedly, these sleeper cells here in America have been activated, man. All right, you had your all these Americans during the whole Biden administration came into this country unvetted and unchecked. Hey, I remember seeing those videos. A lot of those dudes was from Syria. They were from Iran. They were from all over the fucking place, man. Not speaking English. You had Chinese nationals, Africans, Hamites, Levites, Syrians, man. You see? So hey, so this whole country is infested with sleeper cells. Let's get this word. See what a sleeper cell. A sleeper cell is a covert, dormant unit of operatives such as spies or terrorists that infiltrates a country, blending into society for years to avoid detection until activated for missions like sabotage, espionage, or terror attacks. They represent a long-term threat requiring deep patience and sophisticated hidden communication with handlers. Yeah, because a lot of these sleeper cells are being handled by your own American government, man. But they're not going to tell you that. They're going to tell you, oh, they're Iranian and they're this and they're that, which, you know, there probably possibly are sleeper cells from other countries that cross the border illegally. You know what I mean? That came here under the radar. But you got a lot of them that are brought and paid for and being handled by your own government, man. See? So, hey, this is why you can't be ignorant in a small manner or a great manner. Where was that right? Yep, here it is. It says the concern stems from an FBI alert circulated to law enforcement partners warning about an unverified report that Iran considered launching drones from a vessel positioned off the U.S. coast. In which I said that doesn't really technically make a lot of sense. Because why the hell would Iran bring that shit all the way here to the West Coast when they could have easily did it on the East Coast or somewhere closer, man? But like I said, hey, that's just the more of the theater of war and more of that pushing of fear, man. You know, and these devils wanting to bring the chaos, man. Now, could these things possibly happen? Yeah, they absolutely could happen, man. And you should have it in the back of your mind that these things can happen, man. And don't be so goddamn naive to think that, oh, they're just, Hey, man, you can't put anything past this devil, man. Remember, the inward thought of every one of these elites is deep, man. Like I said, look at the 9, you know what? The 9 Once, man. You know. Now everybody understands who who was responsible for that shit and how that shit was a farce and how that shit was the ultimate that was the ultimate how they played you American people, man. And look what came out of that so-called 9/11 attack, man. That was orchestrated and not, you know, the official narrative was not what they told you it was, man. But now people understand that it was an inside job, man. You don't think these devils are willing to do that shit right now, especially in these times? Understand that he has but a short time, man. So this devil has only thing left is to come down with great wrath, to start bringing in these sleeper cells, bringing in these so-called these T attacks, man. Like I said, shutting down the government and doing these things to where he could bring in this NWO, man. Jake better wake the hell up. It says, yeah. So that's that. Yeah, another one. Look at this. Michigan synagogue. Terror attacks at Michigan synagogue and Virginia University rattle sense of safety in American communities, you see? And that's what these devils want, man. They want you to be, to have fear. They want you to have uncertainty. Let me get that, man. See, they want you people constantly, what's that, Luke 21? They constantly want you people in this state of perplexity and fear because these elites are going to use it to their advantage, man. You see? Let me get this. Luke 21 and 25. Hey, like I said, these things are all just signifying the return of Yahushua and the end of this age, man. So Esau, have at it, man. Come on, just do it already, man. We're tired of waiting for your ass. This is Luke 21. Yeah, Luke 21 and 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth the stress of nations with perplexity. You see? The stress of nations, man. You see that all over the world. Hey, a lot of these Edomites, man, in these nations, they're nervous because of this Third World War, man. They fully understand that this thing is it's only going to escalate, man. And these people really understand that that those Israelis, man, and they getting fucked up over there. And those devils are ultimately, you know what I mean? They're gonna pretty much get to the point where they might just drop a nuke, man. They might have to tap into that Samson option. Now, I'm not saying this is true, but it's just what I heard. I saw some video on it that hasn't been fully confirmed yet, but now they're possibly saying that Netanyahu might be out of there. Now, it could be fake, it might be false. Because he did a video and everybody's saying that it was AI. He had 6 fingers and it looked like it was some bullshit. So hey, who knows, man? But we know this, that that the state of Israel and Tel Aviv is getting totally blasted to kingdom come. And those devils are losing badly, man. They underestimated Iran's capabilities, you know? And eventually, you know what I mean? Hey, it might get to the point to where these devils are going to have to just pull that all or nothing and might have to drop a nuke on Iran. And these elites and these devils know what that's going to ultimately lead to, man. So they're shaking in their boots, man. They're terrified. You see? Hey, we've been telling and warning about these things for the longest. Like I'm reading here. Let's look at that word for perplexity. Like the article I just read, all these different terrorist attacks, these synagogues, the threat of this, the threat of Iran, the threat of that. It has these people uneasy, man. A lot of these people feeling like America is not as safe as as they'll tell you that it is. But let me get that next. Let me tell you what the scriptures call America. So the word for perplexity is aporia. It says the state of one who is in perplexity. See? Yep. Perplexity, the root word is aporeo. It says to be without resources. You see? Like I was just saying earlier, this whole shutdown of Hormuz, this whole Third World War is bringing that, man. It's going to eventually bring the lack of resources, the lack of fertilizer, man. Like I said, the lack of imports coming into this country that used to just flow normally every so many days, Talking about, like I said, now that diesel is getting out of control, hey, a lot of these shipping and these trucks might not run as much because it's going to be too expensive for these fleets to fill up their, to go cross country with these goddamn astronomical prices, man. It says to be without resources, to be in straits, to be left wanting, to be embarrassed, to be in doubt, not to know which way to turn. You see, and this is the state of America right now, especially with this whole Iran situation. You see? So it says, and upon the earth the stress of nations with perplexity, the seas and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. And what's coming on the earth? Famine, death, war. Like I said, America's about to bring in a draft, a nuclear war, famine, the MOTB, you know what I mean? Economic collapse. All these things are all right there at the door, man. And people try to act like they're not paying attention to these things, but eventually, like I said earlier, it's going to get to the point to where it's going to be unavoidable. It's going to be affecting every single American citizen in a household near you and us as well, man. But the difference between you and us is that, hey, we got our faith and our trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right? Hey, our faith and our trust is in the actual entity that's causing all these things, man. So there's nothing for us to fear, man. All right? It says, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And what's the power of the earth that's being shaken is America, man. Like I said, hey, there's reports that Trump's been trying to get a ceasefire with Iran. Iran is saying, fuck you. Go fuck yourself, man. We don't want no ceasefire because why? They got the upper hand, man. Now, but Trump is going to come on TV and lie and say that, well, Iran wanted to do a ceasefire, but I said no. We're going to, what do you say? We're only going to accept unrelenting surrender from the Iranians. And they ain't going to surrender, man. You don't understand your enemy. And a lot of you people don't understand those Iranians and how they operate, man. Hey, not even Alexander the Great could conquer Persia, man. You think you damn Americans going to be able to, now, this modern day Roman Empire is going to be able to conquer Persia? Hey, now they're talking about sending 5,000 boots on the ground into Iran, which is going to be totally stupid, man. It's going to be a goddamn, it's going to be a slaughter, man. But that's not the place where you can go and just send in ground troops and invade that mountainous, rigid area, man. And that's why they're talking about having a draft, man. You see? So, hey, man, the stage has been set. Hey, man, people are fearful. These military men, they don't want to fight. They don't want to go to Iran. All right? A lot of them are not feeling this Trump administration. And a lot of them don't want to go and fight and die for the tiny tops. They don't want to go and die for Israel, man. So, like I said, it's just going to bring more confusion, more chaos, more civil war, more chaos, and more hell to this to America, which is something that we're looking forward to, man. But it says what? The powers of heaven shall be shaken. See? And America is shaking right now. This place is, hey, America is in the worst shape that it has ever been in, man. And pretty soon it's going to be allyless. The only thing America has going for itself is the world reserve currency, but we'll see how much longer they're going to hold that spot, man. And right now, Russia economy is booming. America had to take sanctions off of Russia. Now they're selling their oil. You even got France and American allies and EU nations trying to do deals with Russia to get some of that natural gas because a lot of that natural gas and oil from Iran and from the Middle East is not coming to Europe, man. And they're desperate. See? And it's all because what? The so-called American empire is in slippery places, and this place is dramatically, rapidly on decline, man. Yep, so it says what? A pair of attacks over 700 miles apart on Thursday struck the heart of the community safe havens, leaving shocked Americans with an uneasy sense of security. Well, let me tell you what the Bible calls America. Yep, this is Ezekiel chapter 38. Yep, this is Ezekiel 38:10. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. And what is that? America, man. See, because this place have been untouched by major war. It's never been invaded. It's never been really attacked like other countries have. Well, hey, now with all these threats of Iran, all of these threats of cyber attacks, all of these threats of this place, all these different terrorist attacks and situations happening, now this place don't seem so secure anymore. That's why this place is called the unwalled villages, because what? This place is really wide open to attack. But since you had the Pax Americana, you had America's military on paper seemed to be unstoppable, and there was no formidable foes, you know, a lot of people didn't really want to cross that line, especially with the power of the petrodollar. You know, America was able to put sanctions on countries that could economically destabilize you or destroy you. Now that ability is waning and is no longer a threat to these other nations, now, hey, they're considering, we'll attack this motherfucking place, man. You got China saying that if America wants war, we'll bring war. And now you look at the Iranians. Look at the weak saying I'm strong, man. It says, I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. And that's America, man. And now these countries are considering coming to this place, attacking this place. We already know that the American military is already spread too thin. We already know that their recruitment numbers are already drastically low. This is why they're talking about bringing a draft, man. And now these nations are realizing that, look, man, hey, now we got nuclear capabilities. Now we got missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Now we got long-range missiles. Now we got cyber attack capabilities, man. Now we're able to fight back, man. This whole time, even Zelensky, what's his name? The president of Ukraine told Trump that the only reason you're safe is because you have great rivers in between us. Well, now, hey, these nations can pull up, man. And this place can be touched. Like I said earlier, this place is one great P word waiting to get you know what, man. And it is going to get touched up when Russia, you know, led by Russia and China and these other nations, eventually shoot their nukes on this place, man. So this place is, hey, it's just a matter of time. Hey, and the time for the visitation of America is getting ready to come. Read that again. It says, I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil and to take a prey. Right, what do you think these cyber attacks and what they're saying that the Iranians might do and what these sleeper cells are going to do, man? They're gonna prey upon this place. They're gonna attack this place eventually, man. You see, whether it's done, you know, by the government itself or whether it's done by an outside entity, this place is a sitting duck and it's waiting to get touched, man. It says, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. Yeah, you see? And you already have that happening to a certain degree. You know how much land China owns here? How much a lot of foreign countries have stake here in Babylon the Great? And anytime that they want to, they could wreak havoc on this place. See? So this place is, man, this place is not as secure as you people believe, man. And like I said, each and every day, America's becoming more and more hated, more distrusted. It's losing allies, it's losing friends, and it's just becoming a sitting duck, an isolated place ready to be plundered, man. See, so back to this article. What does it say? It says, after a pair of attacks, it says Thursday struck at the heart of community safe havens, leaving shocked Americans with an uneasy sense of security. Look at that. The shooting at Virginia's Old Dominion University late Thursday morning was committed by a veteran and convicted ISIS supporter. You see? You know, whether that's true or not, whether these guys are patsies, whether these guys are Manchurian candidates, that's the sentiment that's happening. All these things are happening because of the enemies of America are attacking this place, man. You see? It says he killed one person and injured 2 others before a classroom of ROTC students subdued and killed him. You see? Look at that. Less than 2 hours later, an explosive-laden vehicle plowed into the Temple Israel in West Bloomfield Township, setting it ablaze in what FBI called a targeted act of violence against the J community. And you're going to see more of that sentiment too. Oh, the Jays are under attack. Everybody hates us. Well, there's a reason why everybody hates you fucking Tiny Tops, man. All right? You did it to yourself, man. Everybody is seeing you for the devils and the monsters that you truly are. And people are now coming to the realization that you're not the chosen people. You're not the biblical Israelites, man. But you're the Edomites that the Bible speaks of. You're Esau, all right? You're the devil. You're the man of sin. You see? Yep. What else is in there? Yeah, we had that one in Austin with that one dude with the Hamitic name with the damn Allah is whatever the fucking shirt said. Yeah, he killed three people and injured over a dozen. You see? Over there in Texas. Look at this. The country is in a heightened threat environment since the onset of the war with Iran. You see? And that's only going to intensify, man. And it's all prophetic. It's all scriptural. Let me get this. Hey, and again, this is what we've been warning and telling you. Jake was going to come here to Babylon the Great, man. You see? Because the scriptures, the Lord don't lie. The scriptures don't lie. And prophecy is, as the rain comes down, so is the words of the Lord, man. Yep, this is Yep, let me get this. Yep, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." You see? Let's look at this word for perilous, man, because, hey, we are living in perilous times, man, which means ultimately dangerous times. You see? But like I said, hey, the majority of our people, they just going on like it's business as usual, man. You see? I don't want to believe that. No matter what the fuck you believe. Like I said, it's going to be on you niggas like a cheap suit pretty soon. All right, the word for perilous is kalepos. It says hard to do, to take, to approach, hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous. You see? Harsh, fierce, savage. And remember, Esau's still getting ready to come down with that great wrath, man. Because that's all he pretty much has left is the sword. And to, you know, to bring in these type of perilous times, man. You see? So he can put you people in so much fear that you'll be willing to give up a lot of your rights, man. You'll be willing to eventually have everybody accept biometrics and bio-identification, because we got to realize who everybody is. We're so overrun with terrorists, and there's terrorist attacks, and there's sleeper cells, and people are not who they say they are. You know, you can't trust their ID. It might say that they're so-and-so, but that could be fake, that could be forged. So we got to give up our digital identity and our biometrics and our fingerprints and our facial scans so we can be safe and know who's who, not knowing that you're being set up for the goddamn the beast system, man. Be set up for the okie doke, to be micro C-hipped, man. You see? So hey, man, these all these things are happening, man. They're happening for a reason. You see? So these perilous times are coming. See? What else did I have? Yeah, I got a couple more precepts I have to bring out. Let me see something. See what these other articles I have. So you see, these Americans are not feeling safe, man. You see? Look at, oh no, oh, it's like that right there. Look at this. It says leftist media outlet, leftist media quiet after 4 suspected Islamic terror attacks in 2 weeks. You see? You got these niggas over here. It says, Islam is an ideology, not an ethnicity or a country. Over the past decade, the West has been flooded with people who view the attack on Iran as an attack on Islam in general. This means a higher probability of terror events going on in the next few months. The trend is already gaining momentum. You see, and they're continuously putting that vibration out there, man. So they're pretty much telling you what they're going to eventually do. You see, and like I said, whether this shit is done from the inside or whether it's actual sleeper cells, hey, this is the temperature and this is the times that we're in, man. You see? So this is why, let me get this. This is Ephesians 5 and 15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil, man. You see, we are living in these evil times, man. You see, so Jake, you got to be circumspect. You better be wise out here, man. And you better be avoiding huge crowds of people. Avoid going into huge concerts or, events where there's thousands of tens of thousands of people in one spot, man. That'd be a perfect opportunity for one of these sleeper cells or one of these attacks, or for for them to use these situations to bring more fear, to bring more terror, to bring more TTs, man. I mean, TAs, terrorists, what, man. So Jake, if you got to go somewhere, get in and get out, man. If you got to go to the store, already know what you need, man. Don't be out here, just moving out here unwise and uncircumspect. You better be aware of your surroundings, wherever you at. Don't be in the store just on your phone and shit like this, just walking, not paying attention. Hey, you better be you're looking at your surroundings, making sure you pay attention to the motherfuckers around you, because you just never know who might be in that joint, man. This is why we always telling you, make sure before you go anywhere, before you leave the house, man, you better pray. Pray that you get to your destination safely. Pray that you're protected while you're there, because, hey, you just never know what can happen. This is why you got to be circumspect, man. Because why? Because why? Because the days are evil, man. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is, and be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, man. See, understanding knowing that we ain't in the time of, you got a lot of J's who gonna be out here during spring break. They ain't gonna let the spring break pass them by without doing what they want to do and catching these flights and going here and going there. Especially the so-called nigga woman, can't tell her nothing, man. She has to be doing something and living in pleasure and partying and bouncing her stinking ass and showing off that new wig she got. She got to be out and about. She can't she got to have fun. Okay, well that fun's gonna turn into fear and dread and judgment, man. Like I said, in your security, you're gonna be destroyed, man. You see? I think I read that movie. Yep, let me get this. Sirach. This is Sirach chapter 36, verse 11. It says, gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit thou them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. You see? And the Lord has his prophets out here, man, that are in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, giving our people the words of the Most High. We're giving you the whole truth and nothing but the truth, man. We're telling you we're giving you these warnings. We're letting you know what's getting ready to happen before it happens. We're telling you the right spirit to be in. We're telling you to repent. We're giving you the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. We're bringing our people back to this truth. You see? And the Lord is allowing these things to happen, man. It says, give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. You see? So you got faithful prophets out here telling our people the truth, man. All right? Breaking down everything, going into the relics, going into history, letting you know why we're in this situation, why we came here on slave ships, who we truly are according to the Bible. Telling you who your true number one enemies truly are, man. You know, telling you that we have a kingdom that's coming, man. You know, giving you the whole truth, man. See, so none of you, Jake, can be without excuse. You can't say you don't know nothing, man. The Lord is bringing it all out, you know. 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, man. All right? And like I said, we're just about the time to where the Lord's getting ready to shut the prophet's mouth, man. The Lord's getting ready to bring this famine of the word, because what? We done brought it all out, man. The only thing that's really left to happen is what? The mark of the beast, the implantable RFID microchip, World War III, and Jacob's trouble, man. Hey, and we see these things, the table is set for these things to happen. It's just, you know, we're just waiting on the time and the date and the situation to where the Lord's going to make these things come in its entirety, man. See, so Jake, you better get with the program, man. Because like I said, hey, the famine of the word is coming. Pretty soon we're not going to be out here on the highways and the byways like we are. Like I said, like in Amos 9:11, you're going to be searching for the words of the Lord and you ain't going to find it, man. A lot of you, be telling you, Jake, a lot of you niggas about to get drafted. You better go on the great meat grinder. You're going to be literally fighting against Yahweh Shai in the second return, man. Shit, hey, we done brought it all out, man. You know, all we can do is just keep reiterating and keep saying it, sounding like a broken record. But eventually, hey, the record's going to stop, man. The Lord's going to pull the needle off the record and, hey, it's going to be what it's going to be. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, and let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. And we don't. We ain't tripping on 2/3. We ain't tripping on you unbelievers and you scoffers. Now, I said earlier, yeah, it gets annoying. Yeah, y'all get on our nerves, but at the end of the day, you ain't stopping this train of prophecy. If you stand on the tracks of prophecy, it's going to run right over your ass, man. Period, point blank, man. It says, and let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Point blank, period, man. And that's the only message we got for you. Either repent, get right with the Lord, or you're going to die here. And whatever way the Lord has it set up for you to die. Period, point blank. We can't, hey, that's just what it is. Shit, that even applies to us, man. But that's why we're trying to stay on the right foot, man. And we're not trying to be unfaithful and unbelieving and doubting and, you know what I mean, wishy-washy, man. See, hey, we're holding dear and tightly to these words, man. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's all that's coming here to Babylon the Great. It's famine, death, and destruction, and salvation for the elect at the end of the day. That's what's coming here. That's what you have to look forward to here in Babylon the Great. America's not going to be healed. Shalom, Mak. Shalom, Mak. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, Habakkuk 2 and 3, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. That's right, bro. And what is that? The prophecies. The end of this age, man. The end of this world is going to come to pass, man. Hey, the mark of the beast is going to come. All right, this third world's war, Jacob's trouble. Like I'm reading right here. Famine, death, pestilence, and destruction is going to come here in its perfection at the time appointed, man. And we've been warning and telling you this for the longest, man. And now we're at the point to where, hey, the Lord's not going to hold back anymore. Oh, I'll close with that after this. Let me read that again. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hope for works are fulfilled. You see? Because what? Wickedness has almost fulfilled its measure upon this earth. And the only thing that's going to be left is for it to be addressed with judgment from the Lord, man. And everybody that's taking hold on it, everybody that's living in this, living after the ways of this world and this wickedness, hey, you're going to be judged and destroyed, man. It says, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. You see? And who's the just complaining are the elect, the prophets, man. We cussing this place out every single day. We're vexed with this filthy conversation and the filthiness of this world every single day, man. Hey, we're praying and begging the Lord to judge it, to bring it into this shit, man. Hey, and it's just about at the door, man. The Lord's not going to knock on the door. He's going to kick that motherfucker down, man. All right? So this is, let me get this and I'm going to close it. This is Ezekiel 12:21. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? You see? And that's the sentiment of a lot of these jakes. Oh, y'all niggas been saying that, cuz. Okay, whatever. Okay, keep that same energy. It says, tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision, like the brother just brought out in Habakkuk, man. Though it tarry, wait for it. It's going to surely come, and it's right here at the door, man. And like I said, and like I said, the Lord's going to make it pretty soon to where it's going to be unavoidable, man. You know, I'm going to shut my eyes. I don't want to see. I don't want to know. And the Lord's going to bring it to your front door. It's going to be everywhere around you, man. You see? It's going to be everywhere around you. It says, for there shall be no more any vain vision or flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord power. And again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth for many days to come. And he prophesied of the times that are, another 1,000 years probably, another 10, 5, 15 years. Man, if you're thinking like that, you're in the wrong spirit. That's why these days are going to come upon you unawares, man. Like I keep saying today, and your security, you are going to be destroyed, man. Like I said, a lot of these niggas getting ready to go on their little spring break vacation. They ain't really diligently measuring the time, seeing how chaotic and how at any moment anything can pop off. Jake is just thinking about having a good time. And you know what? If I don't think about it, if I don't manifest, you know what I'm saying, brother, a negative vacation when I go, then, you know what I mean, it's not going to come near unto me. Okay, nigga. Yeah, okay. We'll see. It says, the vision he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord Yahweh. Point blank, period. All right, so hey, with that, I'm gonna close it. Hey, Shalom, brother. Hey, the water for coming in. I know you probably came in late, but hey, I appreciate you coming in and dropping precepts, brother. So with that, I'm gonna close it there, Lord willing. You know, this video was edifying. I'm gonna face the east and give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles. Shalom, double honors to the elders and the apostles that rule, the elders, the bishops, and the apostles that rule well. Peace and blessings on all you brethren, preaching his word in all sincerity and truth. Shalom to the elect out there. Lord willing, you were edified, and Lord willing, I'll be out here next week. Shalom.